ladies and gentlemen, students and scholars, teachers and trainers, professors and professionals, listeners and learners, those who are listening, watching from the field of science, arts, commerce, and engineering, the most honorable President Prem Modi ji, respected ministers and doctors, honorable advocates, administrators, Reverend fathers and mothers, affectionate sons and daughters. I, Dr. Case from USA, heartily, cordially welcome all of you. Dear friends, today is 10th of December. We are stepping forward in the beginning of New Year 2024, in which year our India will celebrate full independence and freedom of spirituality or soul, which is the true aim, objective, destination of our life. Other works that we do in our daily routine that are secondary. What is the primary aim of this soul in this world? That is to meditate. How to meditate? What is meditation? When meditate? Where meditate? How meditate? And why meditate? These questions are the common questions for the Indian people. Indian land is the most ritualistic land in the world. All over the world, wherever is the need of explanation, definition, and description of meditation, then India comes forward because of its natural spiritual sense. In all the different religions of this holy land, we see one common concept of nature. We can never be go we can never be away from nature. Day by day, month by month, year by year, we see change in nature, and these natural changes make us able to feel the variations, varieties, changes. Change is the another name of lifestyle. Our geographers, scientists has divided 365 days of the year in the form of different seasons because of the revolution the earth revolves around the sun in 365 days, and the earth rotates on its axis in 24 hours. There are two motions of the earth, and all we are the earthly people, so we count it. Our scientists have invented different planets, trying to find life on them externally, spiritually, and intellectually. But the spiritual celestial world is entirely broader, higher than this external world. That is the imaginative world. No doubt, imagination or ideas, thoughts, these are the first step of our practical life. Externally, we have become the fast user of the social media. We have become expert in Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Google, different websites. We have become the user of these social sites. And socially, externally, we have become expert. Our common man, layman, who belongs to village, has become the fastest user. But the spiritual world is beyond to reach. All these subjects that we study in the form of social science, mathematics, astronomy, astrology, in commerce, science, arts, and engineering, we read different subjects, but initially, our holy religions of this holy land are known as mega science because of its teachings. As we study according to the classification of time, there was a phase of time when there was the age of truth. Everyone got unification of soul with Lord with speaking truth. It was the time that is classified by our spiritual experts. Secondly, there was the age of idolatry. Thirdly, there was the age of doing some scientific exercises. And in this fourth stage, it's the climax of dark age where there is the prominency of the word. By the repetition of the holy words, a man can unite, our soul can unite with the super spiritual power of Lord or God just by repetition or without vibration in the lips, without vibrating lips, just by unimagined things, we also can unite our soul with the spiritual power of God or Lord. But there are different stages of meditation. When we practice one kind of method of meditation, in that method there are also the different stages. According to that stages, a man can obtain super spiritual power of God, His pleasure, His blessings, His grace. That will keep us in present. That will make us able to research, to discover, to find out. It is possible only in the presence of nature. When we feel the presence of nature with 100% present sense of mind, then it makes us able to have the greatest glimpse of history, past, that has great importance. According to first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who completed his study from Cambridge University. After independence, he came in India and he became first Prime Minister of India, brought many changes on the basis of his philosophy, on the basis of the discovery of India. Actually, this India was discovered in 1498 by Vasco da Gama, by English people, but it is the Indian soul which was discovered by India, by Indian freedom fighters. When we read literature, then literature shows the glimpse of history. How history is the most important part in knowing the literature, in knowing the modern literature. We read, we observe, examine such things from our freedom fighters, free thinkers, astronomers, astrologers, engineers, doctors, advocates, advertisers, administrators, rulers, ministers, everyone who knows the history of this holy motherland. He knows, he or she knows how we can contribute in Make in India, which is the greatest need of this modern time for our Indian scholars, for rejuvenating, recreating, reoperating, and redeveloping our India. It is very necessary to be away from sensual pleasure, avariciousness, falsification, ego, lust. These are the barriers in providing us perfect ecstatic joy in our life. These are the enemies of soul at some extent, but later on, these become the fast friend of the soul. Dear friends, as you have read in the different holy scriptures of this holy land, humility makes us victor, arrogant loses all whosoever. It's the greatest virtue of the human life to be humble and to be polite and has humility. Without humility, a man cannot win his wars. Among the different enemies like lust, ego, sensual pleasure. Further, it is said by our great men that elevate the grace of land to which you really belong Indelible would be thy fame if it is kept up along. When a man becomes true patriotistic and nationalistic person for this holy land, he understands his aim of life. And it is written further, copying and stealing is more than sin, hard working doing always win. Those who commit sincerely patriotism and prayer attain spiritual peace, divine glimpse, the social status, whatever there. It is written in all our holy scriptures of this holy land. Dear friends, let us discuss very important part of English grammar, that is an adjective. Earlier we have discussed noun, pronoun, preposition, conjunction. Today we will discuss adjective. What is an adjective? How adjective works? Adjective is a word which qualifies noun or pronoun. For example, good, bad, fat, tall, intelligent, beautiful, smart. There are three types of degrees that we study in the form of adjective: positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. Rules to make comparative and superlative word from positive word: if the last letter is consonant, or est are used to make comparative and superlative. For example, bold, bolder, boldest; cold, colder, coldest. If the last letter is consonant and any one vowel before it, last letter is double, and and est are used. How? Big, bigger, biggest; hot, hotter, hottest. If the last letter is E, only R and ST are used. How? Brave, braver, bravest; wise, wiser, wisest. If the last letter is Y and any consonant before it, IER and IEST are used to remove Y. How? Happy, happier, happiest; heavy, heavier, heaviest. If any adjective has two syllables, more and most are used. How? Like beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful; popular, more popular, most popular. Some adjectives have separate comparative and superlatives: good, better, best; well, better, best; ill or bad; ill, worse, worst; less, lesser, least. Some adjectives are called degree less or absolute adjectives. So more or most is not used with them, or est isn't used to make comparative and superlative. For example, absolute, annual, chief, circular, complete, dead, empty, entire, external, excellent, extreme, ideal, impossible, invincible, incorrigible, lunar, solar, matchless, unmatched, milky, monthly, perfect, right, wrong, round, square, spherical, triangular, rectangular, singular, unique, universal, total, whole, etc. Let us read some examples. He gave me the most perfect answer. It is wrong because for the word example we cannot use any comparative or any superlative. He gave me a perfect answer. We will use only positive degree. He missed the most unique opportunity. It is also wrong. What's right? He missed a unique opportunity. It is correct. Some adjectives have ler as last letters. They are always used in comparative degree. To is used instead of then, and objective case is used after them. Junior, senior, superior, inferior, exterior, interior, prior, etc. He is more superior than I. It's wrong. What's right? He is superior to me. Some comparative degrees. Degree comparison. Superlative to comparative. Let's read some example. He is the best boy in this class. He is better than any other boy in this class. She is the most beautiful girl in this village. She is more beautiful than any other girl in this village. If there is one of the plus superlative in the sentence, how do we generate sentence? Ashoka was one of the greatest kings of his time. Ashoka was greater than most other kings of his time. She is one of the most beautiful girls of her class. She is more beautiful than most other girls of her class. Superlative to positive. If there is the plus superlative, how to generate sentences? You are the fastest man of your village. No other man of your village is as fast as you. The Ramayana is the most popular book of the Hindus. No other book of the Hindus is as popular as the Ramayana. If there is one of the plus positive degree or superlative degree, how do we create sentences? Ashoka was one of the greatest kings of his time. Very few kings of his time were as great as Ashoka. The Ganga is one of the longest rivers of India. Very few rivers of India are as long as the Ganga. Some points to remember. He is the most intelligent boy in his class. The most intelligent is here superlative degree. He is more intelligent than any other boy in his class. Than any other is the comparative degree. No other boy in his class is as intelligent as he. It's no other shows positive degree. You are one of the most famous men of your area. One of the most famous is the example of superlative. Sorry. You are more famous than most other men of your area. Then most other is the symbol of comparative. Very few men of your area are as famous as you. I'm very sorry. Dear friends, thanks for your presence today. Nice to see all of you. Nice to talk to you.